Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Smart Edu Hub Mumbai. In today's video, I shall explain to you past paper questions based on functions. This question has been taken from May-June 2007, it's paper 2 and it's question number 16. The function fx is given by fx equals 3x minus 1. Find in its simplest form a f inverse fx. Now remember, there's no need to find the inverse and then plug the value of fx into it. Always remember, this is a rule of functions. F inverse fx is always equal to x. So you just have to write this, that's it. Okay. Okay. So now the B part. F of fx. Now for this, I'll just tell you a simple rule. If ever you have to find the f of fx, what you're going to do is you take this fx and plug it into the outer function. So what is your fx? Your fx is 3x minus 1 and the outer function also is fx. So in 3x minus 1, what you're going to do is you plug the value of fx into where the x is. So instead of x, what you're going to do, you're going to put the value of fx. Now fx again is 3x minus 1 minus 1. Now that gives you 3 3s are 9. So 9x minus 3 minus 1 and that leaves you with 9x minus 4. So the answer here is 9x minus 4, right? Okay, so now let's move ahead to another question. This is another question that has been taken from May-June 2011 from variant 2.1 and it's question number 20. It's given that fx equals x cube and gx equals 2x minus 3. Find 1 g of 6. Okay, again it's very simple. G of 6 meaning first you write down what is gx. So you have already been given that gx equals 2x minus 3, right? So now g of 6 is what? It is 2 into 6 minus 3 and that is nothing but 2 6 are 12, 12 minus 3 which is equal to 9. That means this answer is 9. Okay. The next is f of 2x. So before you find f of 2x, you first write what is f of x. F of x is x cube. Now f of 2x means instead of x, you plug in 2x. So this becomes 2x the whole cube. And that is nothing but 2 cube into x cube. You can also split it like this. 2 cube into x cube. And which is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 8x cube. So this becomes 8x cube. Okay. Now coming to the next part. Solve f of g of x. Now whenever you have a function like this, like I mentioned previously, you take this gx and plug it into fx. So it's in a way, you may say that this is your inner function. You take the inner function, plug it into the outer function. So what is your gx basically? Your gx is 2x minus 3. So take 2x minus 3 and plug it into fx in the place of x. So first I'm going to write my outer function which is fx, which is equal to x cube. So that means when I'm solving this, I'm going to follow these steps. I know my fx is x cube, right? Now if I want to find f of g of x, what have I told you? Take g of x and plug it in the place of x in fx. So that means now what I'm going to do is I will straight away write here equal to and take this 2x minus 3 and imagine that this 2x minus 3 is totally equal to x. So that means wherever there is x cube, I'm going to erase that x to be very clear, and instead of that x, I'm going to plug in 2x minus 3. So that means this is what your f of g of x is. Again, I'll tell you, if you want, I can just write it down for you. Fx was given to you as x cube and gx was 2x minus 3. So when it has been told to find f of g of x, you have to take this gx value and plug it into f. Now while doing so, you have to treat this entire thing as being something that is going to replace the x in f. So where was the x in fx? This was the only x in fx. So instead of this x, I'm going to plug in 2x minus 3. So that means take the inner function and plug it into the value of x in the outer function. So if I want to solve it, what will happen? I'm going to actually do what then? Okay, you want to pause the video and think? Okay. Okay, I think now you have tried to solve this. So I'll help you. Now your left hand side was ideally f of g of x. So this was your left hand side, right? Now they have already told you left hand side is equal to 125. This means 2x minus 3, the whole cube is equal to 125. But if you think a bit carefully, you'll realize that this 125 can be written as 5 cube. So if I want to find the value of x, what do? I take the cube root of 2x minus 3 and I take the cube root of 5 cube. So what do I get then? I simply get, okay, just give me a minute. I'll just erase this quickly. Okay, so what do I get? I get 2x minus 3 equals 5, or this means 2x equals 8, or simply it means x equals 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 4. So this is my 4. Okay, now find the inverse function g inverse x. Now again, what is gx? It's 2x minus 3. So it's been told to us that gx is 2x minus 3. Now that means you can treat this gx like y equals 2x minus 3. So when you want to find the inverse, what do? You swap x and y. So then what do you get? When you swap x and y, you get x equals 2y minus 3. That means y equals x plus 3 divided by 2, right? So this is your g inverse x. Okay, so your g inverse x is x plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so now let's move ahead to a new question. Okay, this question has been taken from May June 2015. This is MJ15. Sorry for that. Okay, it is MJ15, paper 22, and question number 24. Now here they've told us fx equals 3x plus 5, gx equals x squared. Find g of 3x. Now before you find g of 3x, write down gx equals x squared. So now g of 3x is how much? So when you want to find this, wherever there is x, you plug in 3x. So that is equal to 3x squared. And this is simply same as 3 squared and x squared. How much is 3 squared? 3 squared is 9. X squared is x squared. So you have this as being equal to 9x squared. Okay, find f inverse x, the inverse function. So before you do that, write fx equals 3x plus 5. So that means it is y equals 3x plus 5. And to find the inverse, you do the same procedure, swap x and y. So what do you get? You get x equals 3y plus 5. Again make y the subject, therefore you get y equals x minus 3 divided, x minus 3, so that's x, not x minus 3, I'm sorry. So your y equals x minus 5 divided by 3. So your f inverse x is x minus 5 divided by 3. Okay, f of fx. Now before you find f of fx, let's write down fx. Fx equals 3x plus 5. So fx equals 3x plus 5. So therefore f of fx is what? I told you, take this fx and plug it into x such that the entire fx will take the place of x. Now what is fx? Fx is 3x plus 5. So in place of x I'm going to write down 3x plus 5 and then plus 5. See, remember originally it was 3x plus 5. So wherever there was x, I've just substituted 3x plus 5, right? So that makes it 3 3s are 9, 9x plus 3 5s are 15 plus 5, which is equal to 9x plus 20. So your f of fx is 9x plus 20. Let's move ahead to the next question. So I guess that's all in today's video on functions, and I hope you like watching my video and you really learned something out of it. And if you want to get regular updates about new videos where more papers are solved and more concepts are explained, then please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.